your expectations right now. It is not like elementary school, and it is not like High School Musical. High School Musical lied. Bestie. Are you scared to go into your freshman year of high school? Because I know when I was a freshman, I sure was. But it's okay. As a rising senior, I got you covered. I'm Cami, your favorite YouTuber. We're getting into it. I've had multiple years to observe and understand the complexities of high school. High school obviously can be a very challenging time. You're in a new environment with new grading systems, new people, new teachers. It's overwhelming, and that's okay. I'm here to tell you all the things that I wish that I knew as a freshman going into high school that I had to learn the hard way. So here I am giving you my tips on a silver platter, so you don't have to go through the hard times that I had to go through. Okay, that's enough rambling. Let's get into it. All right, this first tip isn't as serious as the other tips, but I don't want you guys to get made fun of. And this is to not run in the hallways. Running in the hallways is a surefire way to get made fun of. Upperclassmen will know that you're a freshman and laugh at you. How do I know this? Because I've seen upperclassmen that I was acquaintances with, my friends, and even me make fun of freshmen that were running in the hallway. Every time that I give tours of my school, I told them not to run in the hallways. I don't care how late you are. I don't care if the bell rang. Do not run in the hall. Don't do it. Walking, even speed walking, is totally okay. Because the last thing you want to do is 1, be caught running, 2, fall because you were running, and 3, get put on some sort of social media site because you're being made fun of, which is a thing in high school, which is a thing. You don't want to end up on Instagram pages. Also, don't sleep in class. You will end up on your school's sleeping page. Don't do that. Choose your seat wisely when it comes to freshmen, like the first day of school, because you're going to sit there for the rest of the school year. So be aware of that. I didn't know that my freshman year. All right, so now my actual serious advice. Get to know teachers and admin. When you get to know teachers and admin, you are setting yourself up for success. When you become my age, I know I'm old, and you're ready to start doing internships, college applications, ready for jobs, ready for this, that, and the third, you have people that have known you for 3 years, that forged a relationship with you, who have watched you grow and evolve into the person that you are, can write you a stellar letter of rec. On the flip side, if you are struggling in school, you are more likely to ask for help if you know the people who are helping you. And instead of it coming into one ear and going out the next, you're more likely to actually retain the information by a trusted adult. Also, speaking of trusted adults, if anything happens in the school year that you need help with, you have somebody in your corner that you know will help you and you feel comfortable going to. It's always an amazing idea to have a couple of adults in your corner, no matter what. I personally recommend having a relationship with your counselor. How I did this was I just showed up in her office. I just popped up. I found out who my counselor was. They did a little meeting thing. And for the first week of school, every day during my lunch, I went in there for 5 minutes, said my name, said hi, yada, yada, yada. And it got to the point where I now go to her office just because I love her. She is one of my favorite people in the building. Same with teachers, advisory teachers, yada, yada, yada teachers. Just find somebody that you like and just say hi to them in the halls. It's very easy. Introduce yourself. It's not hard. Don't overthink it. High school is not like elementary school. You need a planner. There are so many more classes, there are so many more assignments, and there's so many more events going on. You need some place to keep it all organized in one place. It can also help you from feeling very overwhelmed, and it can help with time management. Me personally, I use GoodNotes. I can show you some of my planner right now. But I use GoodNotes and I keep everything in here. I love GoodNotes. I can show you a more in-depth tutorial or tour of my planner if you want. Let me know down below. But even if you have a paper planner, whatever planner, it could be a sticky note. I don't care. You need something that you can write down dates and deadlines and events, because if not, you're going to be lost in applesauce, and we don't want that. I get on my own nerves. Moving on. Now, these next 2 tips are 2 things that I wish that I knew and would have changed my high school experience. Number 1, it is completely okay to struggle. You are in a new environment with potentially new people, with new teachers, with new extracurriculars and more responsibilities. The expectations are different. It's okay to struggle. You're no longer going to have somebody holding your hand, making sure that you're turning in assignments. It's not like the Band-Aid is ripped off, but it's going to be a lot less hands-on than it was in elementary school. So it's perfectly fine to struggle. It's a part of the learning curve. Whether you're struggling socially, academically, I don't know, a third one, whatever, it's totally fine. Socially, I'll get into that in a moment. Academically, go to tutoring, have a study club, go to your counselor, hire an outside tutor. Personally, during my freshman year, I was adopted by a upperclassman, and that was amazing. That was perfect. It helped so much. She helped me study. She helped me learn where things were. I don't know how I would have done high school without her, honestly. And she graduated last year. But find you an upperclassman. Like, find an upperclassman. Like, that's actually good advice right there. Find an upperclassman. All right, I might get some hate for this one. You do not need a boyfriend. You do not need a girlfriend. You're 14. Please sit down. High school relationships are incredibly unnecessary and they are a distraction. You do not need somebody at 14 and as a freshman. Personally, I don't think anybody should be dating until the middle of sophomore year, even the beginning of junior year, because you need to be getting acclimated to the building. You need to be understanding how high school works, not worrying about running around with your little boyfriend or girlfriend on the weekends and not doing your homework. Also, do you like drama? Do you want to be in drama? Do you want to be talked about? Don't get a partner. It's unnecessary. You're like, not only are you 14, you don't know how relationships. Do I think at 17 I know how relationships work? No. I'm in my first healthy one, guys. Like, it is so unnecessary. Don't do it. That's coming from someone who had a high school freshman relationship, and it wasn't the worst experience in the world, but it was unnecessary. Unnecessary heartbreak, unnecessary tears, unnecessary distraction. It was unnecessary. Like I said, if you're struggling socially, here is a tip for that. Go to events, join clubs. Also, the easiest way to meet an upperclassman that is willing to adopt you is in a club. That's how I met mine. Little story time. So the freshmen and the sophomores had gym together, and it was 3 of us, and this one sophomore adopted us, and it was the 4 of us, and we were like this, and we met through a class. Talk to people in your classes. So you can do that in clubs. Talk to people. Go to events, go to clubs. It is important to join clubs because you can make friends that way. Number 2, go to events because you can make friends that way. But also, if you don't go to football games ever, if you don't ever go to a basketball game, if you don't go to homecoming, go to homecoming. You're going to regret it later. Those are so fun, and those are only things that you can get in high school. Well, obviously you can do homecoming and all of that stuff in college, but it's very, very good. Also, when you're my age, you have a nice long resume that you can send to whatever college you're sending applications to because you did 101 different extracurriculars. It just makes you a well-rounded individual and gives you new life skills. You can meet administration that way. You can meet people that way. It's a great social outlet. Just remember that high school is always a journey. It's meant for self-discovery. It's meant to learn more about yourself, growth and learning and whatnot. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. But yeah, just enjoy the journey and make the most out of it. You got this. If you need any more tips or tricks, comment down below. Follow my TikTok down below. You can DM me there. I'm always answering to DMs. I will love to make more videos over here, over there, whatever you guys need. Yeah.